Okay, so there are some people who have anxiety all the time. This is called generalized anxiety disorder, and it's marked by a constant state of, or at least a large time of feeling on edge, feeling extremely stressed and tight, having anxiety, not so much panic attacks as having the anxiety itself, like something bad is going to happen, or feeling on edge over a large span of days, or maybe it stays with you on a constant basis or whatever. And oftentimes this is not by itself. It's oftentimes coupled with other things like having panic attacks as well. Maybe you're struggling with depression or something. Generalized anxiety disorder, I've personally noticed in my own experience, I haven't done research on this, is just the experience of counseling people, that I've noticed it usually comes with something else. My dog is so noisy. So anyways, first off, accept it as a state of being. You can either worry about it and get stressed out, or you can accept the fact that it is happening. Either way, it's going to happen. So it's better if you accept it, because in that acceptance, in that calmness, in that moment of just realizing what's going on and accepting what's going on, you're going to find that will ease some of the anxiety in and of itself. And in my experience, it won't last forever. If you work with it. If you don't, or you just try to stay on medication when it's not necessary. I'm not saying all medication is not necessary. I'm saying sometimes we don't deal with the situation. Instead, we medicate. And we stay on that, and we just kind of let it happen. We just accept it as the fate of our life. Well, then it's not going to get any better. But oftentimes, we can help the situation by working through it. So that leads to number 2, get help. Go see a counselor, go see a doctor, whatever's necessary. See here. But push yourself. Okay, yes. You don't want to get to a place of I'm on medication and that's just how it is. Push yourself. Go farther than you did before. When we start dealing with things like agoraphobia and those kinds of things, we start having safe places. I'm okay as long as I stay in the city. But what happens if I'm on a road trip? I can't be gone that long. Then you realize it's not the amount of time that you're gone. It's not the places that you go. It's you are with you wherever you go. And if you are at peace, then the situation will be better. But if you are in a state of hiding, then it's not. So number 3, enjoy life. Oftentimes when we get in these kinds of situations, we stop enjoying life. Really enjoy your life. Don't run from the fact that life is happening all around you. Just be okay with that and enjoy it. And accept life for what it is. Go out and take a walk. Go look at the mountains. Go take a drive. Go to the ocean. Go enjoy your life. Seize the day. Just because you have a routine that you have to keep up doesn't mean that you have to stop enjoying life. Which leads to the next one. Find a hobby or something you enjoy. Don't let your life be only filled with things that you don't enjoy. Obviously, everybody's life is filled with things that they don't enjoy, and you can't do nothing but enjoy. But chase hobbies and stuff, unless you just have billions and billions of dollars. But most people can't just do everything that they want to do all the time. Most of the time, you're going to have a life that's filled with some things you don't want to do, and that's okay. That's part of life. Accept that, but find hobbies too. Have some time off, maybe a day a week that you take off or something. Make some room there. However, don't let your hobby dominate you. Playing video games like an hour every couple of days, that's whatever. But playing video games 8 or 10 hours every day, now you have a problem. It's dominating your life. You're not enjoying your life. You're simply covering the fact that you're not satisfied with entertainment. You're distracting yourself from a problem. And oftentimes, this is the really sad part, a lot of people think that they're finding happiness, but they're only finding distraction. Oh, I bought this, now I'm going to be happy. Oh, I'm watching this show, I'm binge watching shows on Netflix. That's not going to bring you lasting happiness. Okay? It's going to provide you a temporary distraction. True happiness is a state of mind that you can choose and you can work through no matter what chaos is going on around you. Hang around with good people. Don't hang around with people who are just getting drunk all day. Don't hang around with people that are just gossiping and complaining and whining all day. Don't hang around. Obviously, you know, you're going to have some of these people in your life, but don't let your close friends be people who do nothing but tear you and others down. Okay? Hang around with good people. Excuse me. Listen to calming music. Oftentimes we listen to real stressful or high tension music. Try out classical music, for instance. Just something that calms you. Maybe go to sleep with it or something. Have it playing in the background softly, whatever. Next, face your fears. Anxiety will get worse as you face something that you're afraid of, but then it'll ease after that. And even if it eased to the point that it was at before, which it won't, but even if it did, it will feel better than it was before, which will provide relief. So as you face your fears and as you work through these things, that'll get better. And progressively, your anxiety, in theory, will get better. Obviously, there are unique cases, but here's the thing with panic and anxiety: we always convince ourselves that we are the exception to the rule. Most of the time, if you work through panic and anxiety, it'll get better. Change your atmosphere and thinking, not necessarily by moving, but just change when you go into your house. What's the color of your walls? When you drive your car, what do you do as you drive? Do you complain about the other drivers? What do you talk about with your spouse? Change that atmosphere. And it's something that is possible. I could have sworn there was something else I was going to say. Can't remember though. But if you have any specific questions, just ask. Generalized anxiety is something that oftentimes we feel like it's the way things are always going to be, but you don't have to accept that. Really, you don't. And it's not that you have to give stuff up, but sometimes you do. If you really want to work through things, if you want to change your environment, if you want to change your life, you got to learn to give stuff up that's just not necessary. Some things in life, you may enjoy them, but at the end of the day, they do nothing but tear you down, and you have to separate those things from the things that you actually should have in your life. So, yeah. Okay. Well, if you have any questions, feel free to comment, and I will be posting advice videos. And okay.